Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Amy here. I'm here with a Poundland haul this morning. I'm just going to film this quick before I start working for the day. I popped there yesterday because I've signed up to some online craft challenges and there were a few bits I desperately needed in order to take part. So first thing I picked up were these craft rollers. Now if you saw the empties video I filmed the other day, you'll know that I used up an absolute ton of adhesive in the last month, and that was making an album, and I used up every single one of my tape runners. I've never used these Poundland ones, so comment below if you have, what you think of them. It's 8 meters for £1, so not the best value, but really good. I prefer these little ones than my massive gun, although I do need to get a refill for that. And these are really handy if you're just doing a small project and you just need a little bit of tape quickly, rather than faffing with actual double-sided tape, which I get absolutely everywhere. So they had a few, but I just picked up one of the purple, two of the pink. They only had one purple left, so I grabbed it. I also picked up a load of hairbands, not to use as hairbands, but because I was watching a video by Erica, who scrapped Diva 29 the other day, and somebody had sent her some little books that they'd made, and they were really, really cute. And instead of using actual elastic to hold the signatures in, they'd used hairbands, and it was a really, really clever thing to do. And I just thought, you get 50 hairbands for £1 in the pound shop. And I just thought that would be really good value. So if I wanted to make quite chunky ones, then I've got the thick hairbands here. And you've also got those thinner hairbands, haven't you, as well, if you were just holding in like a little mini folder or something. So I thought, even if I don't use these, I can use these in my hair if I don't use them for crafting. But I do tend to use the dark coloured, like normal hair coloured hairbands, not bright ones. But it's not the end of the world. These all go in my cupboard if I don't use them in crafting. I only picked up one of this one. I think this is kind of like the school colours, and I wasn't sure how much I would use these colours, so I just picked up one of those. But then I picked up two of the pastels. I thought they were really cute. And also in the hair, and then I also picked up this packet here. I picked this up because I really liked the yellow in it, and I thought it'd be like a really nice spring colour. You only get 16 hairbands in this pack, so it's not as good value for £1, I think, because you're mostly paying for the little mermaid clip, which I suppose I can use. I could peel her off of the little crocodile type clip and then use her as an embellishment if I wanted. I would have got a couple more of these because, as I say, I really liked the yellow, but this was the only one I could find in those colours, so I grabbed that. But also in the hair aisle, I found these little headbands that I'm assuming are for little babies or young children, because they're quite small. But what I thought is these would look really cute as holding like a traveller's notebook shut, or if you wrapped up a present, you could pop this around it, and it would serve as a dual purpose as well. Actually, if you were giving it to somebody who just had a little baby girl or something, you could wrap their presents, pop these around it, and then they could also use them as headbands as well. But as I say, I just thought they'd be really cute little closures for notebooks and folders and things. So I picked up one of this set here, which has got a purple bow, a white glittery bow, and then like a fuchsia pink / purple bow. They had loads of this set, but they only had one of this set that I could see, and that was in the 3 pinks. So you get 2 different coloured plain pinks in the sort of grey grain, and then you get one glittery pink one. And as I say, I didn't pick many of these up because I don't know how I'll use them just yet, but I just thought they were really, really pretty. And actually, in fairness, taking that as inspiration, you could also use these with like little bows on and things. So yeah, I picked those bits up to craft with. Then I needed some little embellishment boxes. So I picked up this one to start with. This was £1 for just the one, and it's one of these hobby storage boxes that opens this way, and then you turn it over and it also opens this way. I thought that'd be really fun to fill for some sort of happy mail. You can put lots of little bits in here. This is a slightly deeper drawer here, and then obviously you've got the long drawer at the back there. So I thought that'd be quite fun to do something with. And I quite like that it's double-sided. You could either do 2 different themes, or you could do it all coordinating. I'm thinking the kind of things that Sabrina Ann used to create. But I really wanted some like little mini embellishment boxes. I know I've got the Home Bargains ones, which are not that big at all. But I was watching Erica, who scrapped Diva 29 the other day, and somebody had sent her like a really tiny embellishment box, and they'd bought it in the Dollar Tree. It's like a picture hanging kit, and Matt found these when we were in the pound shop. These are nuts and bolts, and it just comes in this really small little plastic box. You get 6 compartments in it, 1 large, 2 medium. Well, actually they're all the same size, I think, actually, but just 1 longer one, and it just opens like that. But I thought it's really flat on the top, so you could do something like design the top, and then obviously fill these with little tiny goodies like beads and things. I thought that could be really cute. Especially if you're sending abroad and you want to include an embellishment box, but you need something a little bit smaller. And actually, you could use these, couldn't you, to like keep it closed? Maybe hot glue like a little sequin bow on that. Decorate this in some way. Look really cute. I'm not sure whether I'll cut off the end here or whether I'll use it to like tie ribbons on or something. I'm not really too sure. I'm going to try and do something with those this week. But I didn't want to waste the nuts and bolts, because yes, this is only £1, but they're not expendable. You know, it's metal, it can be used. So what I did is, because I bought 2 of this little nuts and bolts set, is I just for £1 I picked up this No More Mess compartment organiser and just thought that I could organise them into it. And then Matt and I can just keep this in our future house with all the little nuts and bolts, add screws to it and things like that. Also picked up this little cable clip kit, just thought it was good value. It was a £2 item, but just thought that they would be really handy when we move. We start wiring all our TVs and things in. So yeah, just thought that would be handy to have. Picked up this little set of gift bags, just really liked the patterns on them. I really like the pastel. So you get dots on one side, hearts on the other, and then just, I think it's a plain pink one in the middle, which I didn't think was bad value for 3 for £1. I also picked up these little 3-drawer storage units. Now, I'm not sure if I've ever had these before. I've just toyed with the idea of doing something with these. But I thought it'd be really cute, and I think I must have seen this online somewhere. I don't think I've made this up. But you could decorate this in some way and then fill each drawer with goodies. And then when somebody opens the drawer, you filled it with different bits and pieces. Just thought it was a different kind of take on the embellishment box. And yeah, so that was £1. So I picked up 2 of those, because if I don't use them in that way, I can always use them on my desk in some way and put little paper clips and things in or something. And then just the last couple of items are a bit boring. I picked up some masking tape because we're going to be decorating. We've got some frog tape, but that's just cheap and cheerful, isn't it? Picked up 2 paint kettles, like these ones because they've got the handle. They've also got the magnetic bit to hold your brush on. So we just grabbed a couple of those to use. Yep. And then the last item is this. My parents bought a load of these lights recently, but one was broken, so I just picked them up one to replace.